is Ormsby, and what I chose to do for my thematic unit was like the zoo. I've always enjoyed going to the zoo and learning about all the different animals and bugs and plants, and my two daughters enjoy going there and other kids that I've associated with. And the graphic organizer that I have has an overview of all the different topics and books that go with it. And I have the books right here. We have The Very Hungry Caterpillar, The Mortimer's First Garden, What About the Natural World, A Big Book of Animals and Bugs, Awesome Animals, Day and Night in the Forest, and 100 Facts Polar Lands. And I have in the Word document the authors and information to each of those. So the subjects I have covered in this thematic unit would be math, science, reading involved in even the math and the science, and also, if time allows, to throw in art in there where they can draw up their animals that's assigned to them and stuff like that. So let's move on to some of the subjects, some of the games that I have. This is a science game, and it's Zoo Life, and what they would do is they'd get a card, and I have teaks listed on every one and directions so they get an understanding. So like on card 1 it says, I am from the Giraffa Camepardalis family. I can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. I'm very tall and eat lots of green acacia leaves. I come from Africa and love to hide in the trees with my camouflage. So they would read that, then they would look at the 3 different areas, and they would find what they read on the card and put it up there. So they get the stuck on there. The giraffe. I am really big. And where do I live? And so they get that, and then they get on the wheel on what am I, and they circle it. So they found it, and there's a giraffe. And a worksheet goes to it, and off of each card, whatever their findings were, they would write it down on here. And this is how I would assess for this game. So let's move on to the next one. It is Zoo Inventory, and this is the math. So they would open this, they'd get a card, and on the back, I have markers and an eraser for them, and they would read it and fill it out on their graph. So it would say, today I received a shipment of 3 giraffes. So they'd find the giraffe, fill it in, and then 4 monkeys. It would be over here, so they'd fill it in. 1 lion. 5 snakes, which would be under reptiles and amphibians. And 2 toucans under the birds. And then after they did that, I have a worksheet for that one as well. And for each day, they would fill out their inventory, and then they would answer the questions to it. And this is how I would assess for this one. And the next one is this science bulletin board. And it covers the insects, animals, and plants. And I already have all this stuff put up there for you so you can see. I'll just go over what they have to do. On this one, they would have to pull these pictures, these labels out of the folder, and then they would have to label them to the correct picture for the butterfly cycle. On this one, for the animals, they would have to pull the pictures out of here and then put them in the correct area of where they come from. And on this one right here with the plants, they would pull the pictures out and they would match them to the right stage of the plant cycle. So I also have all the overview of the lesson plans to go with that, and the assessment for this would be to make sure they had all the things in the right spot, a visual. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.